What's up, Amazon sellers or soon to be Amazon sellers? In this video, I'm going to give you a full step-by-step Amazon FBA listing and shipping tutorial, the entire process, steps A to Z, how to list your products on Amazon, what supplies you need to use, how to create FBA shipments, all the labels involved, everything like that. Let's jump inside my screen and show you the entire process for listing and shipping, steps A to Z. So guys, if you've ever played around with Amazon Seller Central, you know just how confusing and hard to use it can be in 2025. That's why we made Boxem to make your life significantly easier. Boxem is a third-party FBA shipment software we created that replaces Amazon Seller Central on the listing and shipping side of things, and also provides a ton of additional value for the analytics features too, in respect to calculating your exact numbers around different profit, your best products, worst products, best ASINs, worst ASINs, categories, suppliers, everything like that. So Boxem connects right into your Amazon Seller Central account for $50 per month. There is a full 2-week free trial. So if you watch an Amazon FBA shipment tutorial on Amazon Seller Central, compare it to Boxem, you're going to quickly see how much easier it is. And that's not even including all the analytics features too as well. So you can get 2 weeks free of Boxem completely free on our website, boxem.com right here. And now to start off, the first step for the Amazon shipment process is actually listing the product. So before we can add a product to a shipment, we actually have to list the product on Amazon's platform. And the way we go ahead and do that, guys, is go to list FBA on the inventory page here in Boxem. Now, you could also list FBM. It's the exact same process. When you list FBM, it goes active into your inventory immediately. When you list FBA, once it loads, which is the same thing for FBM, but then once it loads, you can actually add it to an FBA shipment that you create. So pre-2025, you could list it and ship it in the exact same time, basically. But now, thanks to an Amazon update in January, we listed it in our inventory first, then wait 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes for it to actually load into our account. Then we create shipments right there. So that's where we go right here to inventory and then hit list FBA right here. And now we want to go ahead and add these products to our batch to go ahead and actually get this listed into our account. And then we wait a little bit until it actually loads. When it shows active, I'll show you guys that entire process. And then we go ahead and create a shipment right there. So to start off, we can just go ahead and grab an ASIN here from SellerAmp, and then we could go ahead. We could also search stuff here. The Boxem search is lightning quick right here as well. And we could do multiple products per batch right here. We can even do multiple products per shipment, multiple products per box when we're doing the box segment side of things. But we can just go ahead and plug in an ASIN right here. Then we just want to go ahead and hit new SKU because this is a new SKU in our inventory right here. List price doesn't really matter when you're actually listing it right here. I'm going to show you guys the psychology basically when we actually do the shipment part of things. Then we just go ahead and add in our supplier buy cost. This is so Boxem can track all your profit as well. We can add in our specific supplier too, so Boxem can track our profit by supplier as well. Then we just want to go ahead and date purchase today, obviously, or whatever day you did buy right there. And then condition new. You can do use procs through Boxem as well. Then we can do our custom SKUs right here. This is really helpful for tracking. We can see our supplier buy cost and the date right there. Then if there were expiration dates for a specific item, we could add that in too. Then we just want to go ahead and hit add listing right here. Then we could do multiple products per batch here. Just for sake of simplicity here, guys, I am just going to go ahead and submit this right here. Then we can go ahead and wait here, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes here, even as much as 30 minutes here. Then I'll check in with you guys once this goes ahead and is active, and then we can go ahead and create our shipment right here. But remember, guys, you can do as many products as you want right here for actually listing the products in your inventory. And the same thing with FBA shipments. It's not one product per box. It's not one product per shipment. You can mix in products in box. You mix in products in different shipments here. So don't see this as one size fits all right here. But now we can go ahead and list this in inventory, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit once this fully loads. All right, guys, so now we can see about 10 minutes or so later, this listing is active in our account. So once they all say active for that specific shipment or just listing batch that you want to go ahead and do, you just go over to shipments, then create shipment. Now let's check in there and create our shipment. All right, guys, so here in the create shipments page, here's where we actually want to create our shipment right here. So we can start out just naming it. So I'll call it steps A to Z video. This is private. This obviously doesn't get shared anywhere right here. So you can use it for your own internal tracking and everything right here as you just name your shipments right there. Fulfillment type, we'll do FBA, obviously right there. Then ship from origin. This is not the UPS address you're dropping off at or anything like that. This is your address. You can do a bunch of these. Amazon understands that prep centers might be doing shipments on your Boxem account. A bunch of prep centers using Boxem and everything. So they'll do their address in this capacity here, just with limited access to your Boxem account right there. But you can go ahead and edit this and do different addresses as you want right here. Shipping method, SPD, small parcel delivery right here. And then box contents, we can do 2D barcodes right here. I like using 2D barcodes as a result of using the Boxem Professional plan right there. Then I like to do metadata, all three options right here. So we can go ahead and hit create shipment right here. Then we can go ahead and search in our products. We can do that. Then we just want to go to new in stock right here. And here's where pricing actually does matter when we put these in because it's actually adding it to the shipment. So a good rule of thumb when you're selling products FBM is just match the buy box price you're seeing from Seller and Keepa over on the Amazon listing. And then for FBA, you can actually typically price a little bit higher. But to start, you actually want to use Boxum auto list and list significantly above the buy box. Just set new price right there. Then we can go ahead. And once the inventory is actually checked in, then you lower it down to either match the buy box or list it a little bit above just to see that, because Amazon wants to give you the buy box FBA at higher prices because it's a better customer experience than FBM. The customer gets the products quicker, and Amazon makes more in fees because when you do FBA, you don't pay individual shipping, but you do pay FBA fees. So Amazon makes more. But when you do FBM, you don't pay FBA fees, but you do pay individual shipping. Those typically end up being about the same cost, but Amazon makes more with FBA and UPS or USPS makes more with FBM. So Amazon wants you to do FBA because they make more and it's better customer experience. So FBM, match buy box, FBA, price above the buy box, and then move it down and list it a little bit above, or just match buy box once the listing's actually fully checked into Amazon. The reason why we list it higher first is because sometimes Amazon will show your products live on the listing before it's fully checked in, which is going to lead you to not get buy box because your customer delivery dates are going to show far out because they're not fully checked in. But novice sellers, new sellers typically won't really get that, and they'll undercut you, which can lead to price tank on a listing right here. So my recommendation for the playbook is list 10, 20, even 30% above the buy box when you send it in FBA, and then match the buy box or go a little bit above once the product actually fully checks in right there. So then we can just go here and hit quantity. Let's say we do 10 right here. Well, then we'll do 20, right? Supplier, we already have that in there. JCPenney's right there. Date purchase, nice and easy. And then we can do prep category, Amazon provided, prep owner, label owner, seller. I like labeling your own specific products to save some money, speeds the process up too. Then just go ahead to add shipment right here. Then we can go ahead here. All right, guys, so we can see now this is ready to roll right here. We can see estimated profit $122 right here. Then we just want to go ahead and hit continue right here and submit products and move on to step 2. All right, guys, here in step 2, each of these steps between them can take a minute or two, sometimes even a little bit more. That's just due to transmitting data back and forth within Amazon actually creating the shipments right here. That would exist regardless of where you did your FBA shipments right here. So here in step 2, this is where we want to create the different box size. So let Amazon know how many and what size boxes we're doing right here and print all the labels as well. So say we want to do 2 boxes total right here. We can just go ahead to create boxes right here, and then we can go ahead and select all boxes. We can see 2 different box size options. We could go ahead and edit those right here, nice and easy too, as well, right? We could also do box details too and edit those right there as well. On this section, step 2, I like moving right to left basically. So the first thing is we select the boxes right here, and then we can go ahead and assign all SKUs right here. So we can literally just go right there, boom, and assign these over as well right here, which is pretty cool too, or we could just split across 2 boxes right there as well. Then we want to print F and SKU labels as well. So this is the little SKU labels that go above the or over the barcode or over the poly bag on a specific product. Poly bags you can just get on Amazon. You get a variety pack to start, as well as SKU labels. So just search Amazon FBA SKU labels. Get a big roll of SKU labels if you're using a thermal printer or laser printer right away from the get-go. Or if you're using an old school printer, use 30 up label paper. That's what I actually got started with just from my college library right there. Then we just go ahead and hit print right here, and we can print all F and SKUs automatically right there. And it just connects right into your printer right there. So that's nice and easy. Or you can do them individually right here as well. There's also special features we have too, like printer settings right there, and then other labels you can do. Sold as a set, suffocation warnings right here. If the poly bags you have don't automatically have the suffocation warning, you do need to have those on there. Then fragile right there. We can do custom ones too as well right there. Pretty cool. So now we have those F and SKU labels right here. We have the box labels selected as well. Then just go ahead and hit continue right here. Submit pack groups, and now move on to step 3, confirm the shipments. All right, guys, so here in confirm shipments right here, we can see the different options Amazon's giving us for this shipment. Pretty much always you want to choose just the cheapest option right here, which you can see is 26 bucks for 20 pounds right here, which is actually really, really high right here. It actually says closer to 8 pounds, hence why that cost went up a little bit right here. This would probably be more so around like 20 pounds if I put the weight correctly right there, but you guys get the idea. It makes sense. Miami to Homestead, Florida is the cheapest, then Miami to Lansing, Michigan is more expensive, and Miami to Los Lumas, New Mexico is significantly more expensive right here. It's just one shipment right there. Nice and easy. Your cost per pound will be a lot lower than this right here. So we can go ahead and continue right here, confirm placement option, and accept shipping charge right here. Now we can print those shipping labels and finish up. All right, guys, and here finishing up the shipment, all we have to do is go to the bottom right here and say print UPS and FBA box labels right here. And now those load up right there, which is nice and easy. So we can see here's the 2D barcode as well as the shipping label right there. Nice and easy here, guys, as well. And then we're good to go. That's all we need to do. So you just print those out and put them on the side of the boxes right there. The FSQ label is good to go. You can reprint those if you want to as well. And this is the entire process. Nothing is required of you here in Amazon Seller Central. Literally end-to-end box and works right there. So now you're good to go. If you ever need to cancel the shipments, you can go to cancel all shipments right here as well. So I hope this video is helpful. If you guys have any questions, let us know down below in the comments. You can try 2 weeks of Boxem free on our website, boxem.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope this FBA shipment tutorial was helpful. Get some shipments out, pump some inventory to Amazon. Q4 is coming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.